one other thing I wanted to add to it. Steve just brought this up and I totally forgot. When we first got on the show, we weren't technically rangers, so we got paid less until we actually became a ranger on the show. So I mean, it was, I think, like she said, it was like a lack of appreciation. And I remember we were at the movie premiere, and I was getting out of a car and like about to do like the red carpet, and Haim was getting out of the car, and I was like, "Haim, how are you? Nice to meet you." And he didn't even know who I was.
Ooh, that hurts.
He had no clue who I was until like 5 minutes later.
The other thing.
I have one more thing to say is on behalf of them, whenever I would call them directly or fax them, they would call me back direct. So that's one positive thing I have to say about those two guys, were that they did deal with you one-to-one if you were willing to deal with them one-to-one. And it was a learning curve for a lot of us, how you have to stand up for yourself in this business, and if you don't, nobody else will. So that was a positive.
That show went through a lot of growth as a non-union show, starting off, you know, stealing their locations, and ending up as a union show, and then Disney taking it overseas. And it went through a lot of different companies, and there were a lot of different experiences and battles that we all fought. But I can say the one thing I'm appreciative was I was able to cut my teeth as an actor on that show. I walked around like Jackie Chan for a year, or Jet Li, or whoever they gave me the choreography for that day, and I loved it. I loved it, and it was a good time.
I never
and I think
got a
that's how we
toy.
all feel about that show.
And the
I didn't get a
fans.
paw, a card, a toy. And I was like, dang. Like, isn't that me? Can I get it for free?
I feel like the villain here because it's like exactly your time, and you know how the villain always attacks at like 15 after the 30-minute mark starts. So unfortunately, our time is up for the first part of the presentation.
Yay!
Please give another round of applause.
Thank you very much, guys. We love
Yay!
you. Support. When we meet you.
Villain time.
Hey, do I qualify as a villain?
Yes. Stay.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much for your support throughout the years. We really, really appreciate it.
As the original Rangers leave, it's time to meet the villains. All right. Sorry.
Tell you what, I'll sit down for a few minutes because I know I'm supposed to be back in the booth signing pictures.
Yeah, Quantum.
You're fabulous the ways.
Don't remember that.
All right. So the panel continues on the villain's side. So we wait for part 2. Until then.